So problem statement goes like this. A turbojet engine consumes air at the rate of 60 kg per second when flying at a speed of 1000 km per hour. The exit velocity of the jet is 651 meter per second. Calculate point number 1. Fuel flow rate in kg per second when air fuel ratio is 70:1. Number 2, thrust. Number 3, thrust specific fuel consumption. 4, thermal efficiency when combustion efficiency is 92% and calorific value of fuel used is 42 megajoule per kg. Fifth, propulsive power. Sixth, propulsive efficiency. And last one is overall efficiency. So let us solve this numerical. So in this problem, we have been given one turbojet engine. This is typical turbojet engine. Where process sorry this 0 to 1 represents process in a diffuser. Okay, so incoming atmospheric air enters into this jet propulsion system, and this vehicle is moving with some velocity CA. Air into which this vehicle is moving is supposed to be quiescent air. So relative velocity of air will be relative velocity of aircraft CA. Air is also supposed to move with the relative velocity CA, that is aircraft velocity. Okay. There are different processes. I am not showing on the diagram. Like 0 to 1 is ram compression, 1 to 2 is compression, 2 to 3 is isobaric heat addition in the combustion chamber, 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion in the turbine, and 4 to 5 is expansion in the nozzle. So jet will come out, and let's say this jet is moving with velocity Cj. Okay. So this is a typical schematic of turbojet engine. Here the point worth remembering is velocity Ca, velocity Cg, Cj, and in combustion chamber air fuel ratio A by F is being burnt. After that, let us enlist all the given things. So as you can see here, mass flow rate of air is given This vehicle velocity is nothing but 1000 km per hour, and exit velocity of the jet, that is CJ, is given as 651 meter per second, and some of the parameters are given in between. So I can sum up here. M dot A is given as 60 kg per second. Vehicle velocity CA is given as 1000 kilometer per hour. If we convert this into meter per second, this will be 277.78 meter per second. Then jet velocity is also given 651 meter per second. Air fuel ratio is given. It is nothing but mass flow rate of air to the mass flow rate of fuel. 70:1. Then combustion efficiency and combustion efficiency is given as 92%, and calorific value of fuel is given as 42 megajoule per kg. Number 3, let us make one or two assumptions. So assumption number 1 is air is quiescent, that is air in which turbojet engine is moving is quiescent. So as a result of this, velocity of air will be equal to c. Number 2, air is working as ideal gas. So if any property of air is required, we can take it considering it as an ideal gas. After making assumptions, let us list find. So we have a long list of parameters to be calculated. So we can calculate all those parameters as per list. Got it? So let us start from the point number 1. Fuel flow rate in kg per second when air fuel ratio is 70:1. So let us calculate one by one, point wise. So mass flow rate of fuel is to be calculated. Number 1. Now we have been given air fuel ratio is equal to 70:1. Okay. So air fuel ratio is nothing but mass flow rate of air to the mass flow rate of fuel. So therefore m dot f, that is I am interested to calculate mass flow rate of fuel. It can be calculated by mass flow rate of air to the air fuel ratio. Okay, this is mass flow rate of fuel is mass flow rate of air is 60 and air fuel ratio is 70. So mass flow rate of fuel after calculation will come out 0.857 kg per second. This is answer number 1. Thrust is represented by T. So, in this problem, we have been given air fuel ratio as well as we also know the mass flow rate of air. So, we can calculate total thrust. So, the total thrust on the jet engine considering the air fuel ratio, its formula is 1 plus m dot A over m dot F Cj minus Ca. This will give you total thrust per kg of air per second. If I multiply this entire term by mass flow rate of air, it will give thrust in Newton. Thrust is nothing but a force, so its unit will also be Newton. Now please put all the values. 1 plus m dot f, m dot A over m dot f is 70:1. Sorry, here the formula I have written wrongly. One plus m dot f over m dot A. Okay. 1 plus m dot f over m dot A into Cj minus Ca. Because jet velocity is associated with mass flow rate of jet, excuse me, and Ca velocity is associated with mass flow rate of air. So after putting the value, m dot f over m dot A is 1:70. Cj is 651. Ca is 277.78. The entire term will be multiplied by mass flow rate of air, that is 60 kg per second. So unit will be Newton. So if I calculate this, I will get this value as, I can calculate, comes out 22,951.2 Newton or 22.951 kilonewton. This is answer number 2. Then point number 3 is thrust specific fuel consumption. It is represented as TSFC. Thrust specific fuel consumption is defined as the fuel required to produce unit Newton of thrust. So thrust specific fuel consumption will be mass flow rate of fuel to the thrust produced. So mass flow rate of fuel is 0.857 kg per second, and the thrust produced is 22.951 kilonewton. So thrust specific fuel consumption will be 3.73 into 10 to power minus 5. I am taking this kilonewton into consideration, so its unit will be kg per second per newton. This is thrust specific fuel consumption. Like we say, specific fuel consumption, amount of fuel required to produce unit power output is specific fuel consumption. Similarly, amount of fuel required to produce unit thrust is called as thrust specific fuel consumption. Then point number 4 is thermal efficiency when combustion efficiency is 92% and CB of fuel used is 42 megajoule per kg. So point number 4 is thermal efficiency. Now for jet engine, we have also discussed the formula of thermal efficiency. So thermal efficiency is given as change in the kinetic energy of jets to the heat released by combustion of gases. Change in the kinetic energy of jet is given as one plus m dot f over m dot a Cj square minus Ca square divided by 2. This is the change in the kinetic energy. This much air is entering into the jet engine and this much fluid stream is leaving the jet engine in the form of jet. So their change in kinetic energy will be change of kinetic energy, and heat released by combustion of fuel is nothing but mass flow rate of fuel per unit mass flow rate of air into calorific value. This much energy is released by combustion of fuel, and here combustion efficiency will come into picture. So this is the required formula for thermal efficiency. Now putting all the values, 1 plus 1 by 70, Cj is 651 square minus Ca is 277.78 square divided by 2 into fuel air ratio is 1 over 70. Calorific value is 42 megajoule. So I will take mega into consideration and combustion efficiency is 0.92. And this is efficiency. So 100 will be suffix. So thermal efficiency comes out 31.94%. So this is the required answer, number 4. All these are based upon the performance terms I have discussed for turbojet engine. Now, fifth one is propulsive power and sixth one is propulsive efficiency and seventh is overall efficiency. So, fifth one is propulsive power. Now, propulsive power is given as change in kinetic energy of fluid streams, and it is given by 1 plus m dot f into m dot a Cj square. This is the kinetic energy of jet minus Ca square kinetic energy of incoming air divided by 2. And this will be in watt per kg of air. If I multiply this entire term by mass flow rate of air, it will become 1 plus m dot f over m dot a Cj square minus Ca square entire term multiplied by m dot a divided by 2. So now its unit will be watt, because kg per second of air will be cancelled by kg per second of air of this m dot a. Let us put all the values. 1 plus 1 over 70, 651 square minus 277.78 divided by 2 into 60 kg per second. So propulsive power will be, I can calculate this. this comes out 10 580 807.15 watt. So let us convert this into kilowatt. It will be 10 580.80 kilowatt. Answer number 5. So this is propulsive power. Rate of change of producing power by the jet engine is called as propulsive power. Now, sixth one is propulsive efficiency. Eta suffix pp. So propulsive efficiency is given as the ratio of thrust power to the propulsive power. Propulsive power we have just now calculated. Let us calculate thrust power. Thrust power is nothing but 1 plus m dot f over m dot a into Cj minus Ca multiplied by Ca into m dot a, and its unit will be watt. 1 plus 1 over 70 into 651 minus 277.78 multiplied by Ca, that is 277.78. This will be thrust power in watt per kg per second of air. If I multiply this by mass flow rate of air, it will be in watt. So, solution of this will be so thrust power comes out 6375 384.34 watt. In kilowatt it will be 6375.384 kilowatt. Now after calculating thrust power, I can calculate propulsive efficiency, ratio of thrust power to the propulsive power, 6375.384, and propulsive power is, just now I have calculated, 10580.81 into 100. So this will be So it comes out 60.25% propulsive efficiency. Last one is eta overall efficiency. So overall efficiency is also given as thermal efficiency into propulsive efficiency. Thermal efficiency just we have now calculated 31.94 and this propulsive is 60.25. Overall efficiency will be so this comes out 19.24%. So this is overall efficiency. So this way you can calculate different performance parameters related with turbojet engine.